What's up guys, how are you guys doing? In this video I'm just gonna be talking to you guys about the build I ended up getting after doing the City of Mist stage 3 on hard mode, guys. Yeah, I think that's what I did, yeah. And I did end up getting a pretty nice build for my Rin guys and my Beryl guys, okay? I was using Rin, Beryl, and Orlia. Not that many synergy. Beryl, she could actually synergize with any character, guys. Beryl is actually broken, guys, okay? Beryl is an amazing character, but Orlia and Rin, they don't really have a good synergy. But you know, I figured I just use her because Orlia, she didn't have any save data on her, so I figured I just give her one. And yeah, let's just go over what the build we got at the end of the run, guys. Okay, so I got about 30,800 terabytes of data, which is not bad. It's a very small amount, but you know, it's pretty decent still. And for the gear I went with this right here. When using a buff card, deal 100 fixed damage to all enemies. That is an amazing effect, guys. Orlia does have a lot of buffing cards, you know what I'm saying? So that's a small passive damage you guys gonna be doing with her, right? This is very good card right there. And for the armor, I went with this at the end of the turn. If there is no shield, gain 60% fixed shield, right? I made her more of a support, right? Even more of a support because she's a support character. And yeah, this is amazing effect right there. You pretty much get shield every turn, pretty much. That's amazing, right? And then for the ring, I went with at the start of the turn, activate one random initiative card in hand. Pretty good, right? That's a pretty decent effect right there. And for the epiphany we end up with is, I'm sure I got one on this one. This card is actually broken, guys. Okay, this thing is amazing. You always get it on turn 1, guys. Okay, and this gives you a massive shield. Okay, that's the main reason I went with the epiphany on this card, because this card is amazing, guys. So what happens whenever you use this card? What end up happening is it summons this guy right here. Hey, this guy is broken, guys. 80%, 83% shield, retain healed 31%. Okay, and yeah, you just pop this card, and then you'll be able to create this guy right here, the small dude right there. Let me just show you guys this guy, and then you're gonna have a massive shield, and you are not gonna, most likely not gonna be taking damage pretty much on the next turn, guys. Okay, so that's a very good effect right there I got on him. It says, yeah, create one sturdy and creation cards 150% shield to the next 30 used one draw, right? As you guys can see, right? 150% shield to the next 30 used, and you know how that works, right? The 30 is this guy right here, right? And he shows up and give me a massive shield, and yeah, we're chilling, we save, staying safe, and all that, right? I didn't get epiphany on this card, you know, it's just a basic heal. I think I got epiphany on this card right here. Now it gave me the effect of 100% damage plus 100% damage amount for each creation in hand. One random ally performs coordinated attack to the target. That is an amazing effect, guys. Okay, of course, when you use this card, you want to make sure you have a bunch of creation out on the field on your deck in order to get the full amount of damage from it. Okay, so yeah, that's a very good effect right there. And yeah, giving you the coordinated follow-up attack with one other ally is amazing, guys. Okay, and yeah, that is the stuff I went with. And I did end up getting, I don't know if I got epiphany on this, actually. No, I didn't get epiphany on this. This is a normal version right there. Heal 52%. Study one of the cards in hand and trigger retain effect 2 times. Very good effect. And of course I have this one as well. The growing creature. Create one creation. Cards. Retain, change this card to Swifty 3-star and activate retain effect 2 times. That is an amazing effect. I did manage to get epiphany on this as well. And yeah, the 3-star version of this guy right here, Swifty, is actually very good. It does 208% damage and retain damage. So it will retain 150% of the damage, but it will do half of that pretty much. But you're gonna be doing more damage on the next turn, right? So that's a very good effect right there, and that's the highest rarity Swifty right there. I was able to summon from this, right? That is an amazing effect on Orlia, guys. Okay, but the rest of her things are pretty much the same. I didn't get anything on this. Right, heal 208, activate the retain effect of all cards in hand. This is absolutely broken card, by the way, especially when I was using it with Rain. Rain, she needs those. Yeah, she needs those like different stances in order to do the most damage, right, with her abilities, right? For example, like there's cards like this, right, that give you obtain Dark Cloud stance or the one that gives you like this one's right here, obtain dark mist stance, right? She needs those cards in order to get the full effect of her cards right here. So let's say you are doing run and you have like the damaging cards right here, right? That got like extra effects when you have those stances, right? Or like something like this, right? No, actually, no, that one's a bad example. Something like this, right? Something like this, where it does 165% damage, and then if you have Dark Mist Blade Art, plus 1 damage count, apply 1 vulnerable to target, right? So let's say you have those cards, but you don't have the stance, right? You don't have the stance card right here, right? So you are hoping to get on the next turn. So by using Orleas, this card right here, you could retain that card, right? So you don't lose it, and on the next turn you hopefully gonna pull one of these cards that gives you the stances, so you could use this card to get the full benefit of it, right? So they have a little bit of synergies there, but outside of that, not that much synergy, right, together. But yeah, or for Aurelia, that's pretty much her build right there. And Beryl, so for Beryl, the build I went was very nice actually. Of course, I did end up getting 41,170 terabyte of data right there. And then for gears, I went with this right here. When using an attack card that costs 2 or more, apply 3 Agni, right? This is completely useless on Beryl, but you know, that's the base one I end up getting, so I just used it on her. But yeah, you ideally want a 5-star card that give her more damage, like base damage and stuff like that, right? This card is really good for Teresa, right? Teresa is a very good card on her, right? Or not gear, right? Right, similar thing, right? I have this one on Teresa, right? But since that was the base one I got, I went with that. And for the boots right here, or the armor, I went with, at the start of your turn, after 2 turns from battle start, 200% fixed shield, right? That is very good effect, and I'm using Beryl mostly as like a support sub DPS type of character, so I don't need her to do the most I don't need her to be the main DPS character, right? So yeah, I just gave her this. This is a really good effect, by the way. And I have this one right here. Please guys, let me know how this thing works. It just says X is applied as X plus 1. What does that mean, guys? Okay, I have no idea what that means. It says consume all action point held activate effect equal to that number. Okay, and then I say AP, the resource consumed when playing a card. Yes, that is AP. But yeah, I don't know what this X is supposed to mean, guys. Okay, unless this is just the effect right here. Consume all action point held, activate effect equal to that number. I guess that's what it means, right? X means okay, interesting. But yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much for the gear. And for the build, I went with, of course, this I didn't touch it. It's just the regular version right here. This one is the same thing right here. This is the same thing as well. I think I went with Epiphany on this card right here. This card is very broken, guys. Okay, this is probably one of the best cards in the game, guys. Okay, and Beryl got that. Okay, so what it does is it draws 3 cards just straight away, guys. Okay, of course, once you use this, it's gonna disappear because it's gonna go to the exhaust pile, right? Unless you have like Cassius who could pull things out of the exhaust pile. This card is you can only use it once, okay? But what I end up getting on this card is, right, at the start of the next turn, draw 2 cards, okay? That is an amazing effect, guys. Okay, even if I use this card, I will still get the benefit of drawing cards afterward, guys. Okay, and I'm pretty sure this thing stacks up as well. So yeah, that's amazing effect on her. I was hoping to duplicate this because this card is absolutely broken and you can only use it once. So I was hoping to duplicate it, but you know, I didn't get a good RNG on that. But yeah, but it is what it is, right? And then I went with this basic damage card right here. That's pretty good, right? 100% damage, retain 50% damage, right? That's not bad. And I went with this AoE card right here. This card is actually pretty good, right? 200% damage to all enemies and draw. So yeah, I merely use what's her name, Beryl, as a draw battery, guys. Okay, so I'll be able to draw even more cards using her, right? So I put this draw 1 effect on that card. Pretty good. And I have this card as well. Of course, this is a shield card. Very good card, by the way. And I think I didn't get that much Epiphany on Beryl, actually, right? This one is the same, right? This is probably her base damaging card right there. So yeah, 336 damage retain, 160% damage, max 1 times. Pretty good. And I have this right here. Of course, this is also amazing effect, by the way. Create 1 opening found or charge shot card. Granted exhaust cost -1 until used. That is very good. So what this means is you're gonna pull this card right here, the charge shot, and the cost will go down by 1, right? Yeah, retain, right? So yeah, cost -1, right? Very good stuff. So you put this up, and then you can use it for free, guys. Okay, that's an amazing effect as well. And yeah, you could, yeah, it says create one opening, found or char chat. So it's random, right? But of course, the best one to pull is this. So you could cast it for like 0. But if you pull this, it's gonna be 1 cost instead of 2. But this is of course the highest damage dealing card compared to this one, right? But yeah, this one got a pretty good effect as well, plus 1 hit for 1 turn. That's pretty good, right? That's for Beryl build. That's a very simplified version of build for Beryl. Yeah, so 1 hit. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for Beryl, guys. A pretty good build for her. And then we have Rin. I think this is probably one of the best build I have on her. I have a bunch of data for Rin. I have this one right here. Of course, this weapon is absolutely broken, by the way. Like 12% crit damage. Yeah. I only seen that weapon like once, guys, of course. And of course, this one's also very good right here. Plus 5% ally attack upon defeat. Stress -1 for the ally with the highest stress, right? This is a very good one when you are doing the deep trauma hard mode version of the chaos mode, because this will help you reduce your stress even more. But the new build is this right here. 44,940 terabyte of data. As you guys can see, for this one, this might be the most broken gear ever, guys. Okay, for DPS, guys. Okay, from the second attack card each turn onward, plus 15% damage. All right, that is broken, guys. Okay, so this you're gonna get infinite amount of damage boost after the second attack card each turn onward, guys. For longer fights, this is absolutely broken, guys. Okay, there's no limit on that thing. It just gives you 50% damage, 15% damage every time you use attack card, pretty much. After the second, yeah, from the second attack card each turn onward, right? That is amazing effect right there, okay? And I give her this right here. This is probably one of my favorite low rarity gear. It says at the start of the battle, gain 2 counters, right? So whenever she gets attacked, she counters, does extra damage. Very good stuff. And I have this one. This might be the most broken thing ever as well, guys, okay? So it says Foggy Crystal Ball, right? 40% damage for attack card with cost of 0, guys. And Rin does have a lot of cost 0 cards that does damage, guys, okay? This does crazy damage, 0 cost, right? This does crazy damage. No, this one gives you boost. And this one does crazy damage, 0 cost, right? And yeah, I could also reduce this as her other damaging cards to 0 using other characters and like different builds. And yeah, that build is just that. This card is absolutely broken, guys, okay? Imagine if you have like a full 0 costing attack cards in a character and you have this card, it's just gonna be broken, right? Of course, Rin, I have this one right here, all right, 120% damage, obtain Dark Mist stance. I also got this one right here, 264% damage, obtain Dark Mist stance, right? Very good. Of course, she have a little shield capability right here, and I have this drawing slash. This one of my favorite card right here, 132% damage, obtain Dark Cloud stance, Dark Mist Blade Art, plus 30 damage according to the number of cards in hand. I end up getting this from the Epiphany effect, guys. Okay, this is absolutely broken. Okay, so if you have like let's say like 6 or 5 cards on hand, you're gonna be doing so much more damage, right? You're gonna be doing 30% more damage according to the number of cards on hand, right? This is 0 costing. So this, you combine that with this gear, that is broken, okay? This does damage based on the amount of card on your hand, and this gives you the 40% damage on the attack, on this attack, and it costs 0, right? Yeah, that's amazing synergy right there, guys, okay? And then of course we got the Dark Mist Sacred Art Annihilation, 165% damage, Dark Mist Blade Art, plus 1 damage count, apply 1 vulnerable to the target. And vulnerable, as you guys can see, damage taken increased by 50%, when triggered, reduce vulnerable 1, right? So yeah, I was putting a bunch of vulnerable effects on Rin, so so she could do like a lot more damage. And yeah, amazing effect for Rin, by the way. And of course we have this one right here, draw on 1 attack card, Dark Mist Blade Art, plus 50% damage for 1 turn. I used Epiphany on this to change the effect. Okay, before it used to give you draw 1 card, and it also give you the Mist Blade stance, guys. Okay, it used to give you a stance, but now they removed the stance. Instead, it give you a damage boost when you have the stance, right? Which you know, I don't know if that was worth it, to be honest. I think the previous base version was a little bit better for when it comes to this, because Rin, she definitely needs her stance, alright? So for me, the only way to obtain the stances through this one right here, the basic attack right there, through this, and through this right here, right? Obtain the, oh yeah. And outside of that, I can't really get stances from anywhere else. Oh, this one also gives you stances. So, you know, I do have a good amount of sources to get stances, so I don't need that. So I prefer getting that damage increase on that card, right? But yeah, that's the one I have for her. And of course, we have this card, Drawing Slash, 130 damage, obtain Dark Cloud Stance, Dark Mist Blade Art, plus 30% damage according to the number of cards in hand, right? That's the one I just went over, right? Very good stuff. And then we have this one right here, Dark Mist Sacred Art, Black Dance, 110% damage, Dark Mist Blade Art, plus 1, right? Damage count according to the number of skill card in the hand, right? I also have another stacking card right here, perfect. So yeah, my ring gonna be doing crazy amount of damage with these cards, okay? And I use this card. This card is very good, of course. This is also another way for her to apply vulnerable to the target, right? Very good. It applies 2 of them. So very good, right? So 150% damage times 2, draw 1, apply 2 vulnerable to the target. I used Epiphany on this to change the effect as well, okay? And then I have this one, of course. This is her basic card right here. For 1 turn, retain Dark Cloud Stance, Dark Mist Blade Art for 1 turn, plus 30 attack card damage, right? So yeah, my ring is looking very nice, man. Yeah, this and this combo is actually a nasty combination right there, guys, okay? And yeah, that's the run I ended up doing, man. Anyways, guys, yeah, so that's pretty much all the video, man. And the one thing I did mention is I did say this card, right? Where's this card? Not this one, actually. Hold up. Yeah, this card right here, the Retain Effect. I said it was gonna synergize with Rin, but actually it doesn't. Rin does not get affected by Retain Effects, guys. I don't know why they made it like that. That's kind of whack. So yeah, so Aurelia and Rin, they do not have any synergy, pretty much, guys, okay? Yeah, that's unfortunate, because she gives herself a Retain Effect, not get it from somebody else, guys, okay? So if you look at like this card right here, she already have a Retain Dark Cloud Stance, right? She have a Retain Effect on her cards, but this only retains the stance, not the cards. So that's kind of unfortunate that she can't receive Retain Effect from the cards like this, man. But yeah, that's it for the video, guys. And yeah, if you go, of course, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. And yeah, let me know if you guys think this build is good or not, guys, okay? I think it's a pretty good one, especially this gear right here. Probably the most broken gear ever, guys, for any DPS, guys, okay? This one's also quite powerful. But yeah. Anyways, man, see you guys on the next video, and yeah, thank you for watching. Bye bye.